I ran into Elmer the other day. He looked terrible. His eyes were all red. I thought he'd been crying. I said, Elmer, what's wrong with you? He said, I saw your video, the one about the everyday carry kit, you know, the urban kits. I can't sleep anymore. I got all my stuff together, but I can't find the right bag. I said, Elmer, don't you have one of these? Looks like this, just like mine. He said, I can't carry that. It's tactical. People think I'm an anarchist or a prepper. I said, Elmer, relax. You just need to get the Granite Gear Athabasca 24. If you want to blend into an urban environment, you're going to want something that looks like this Granite Gear Athabasca 24. The Athabasca is a crossover pack. It's something that's good as an urban day pack, but it's also good for hiking in the wilderness. And so we'll look at some of the features and why this is such a good pack if you're looking for an urban everyday carry. There's a lot of features on this small day pack that you usually see on larger packs. The Athabasca has compression straps on the side. You can really cinch it down to compress the bag and make it thinner along your back. It has a flexible internal frame to help transfer the weight of the pack all to the small of your back and then to the waist belt. Speaking of the waist belt, it's a wide waist belt. Add all that together and you've got a small pack that will carry comfortably a load up to 30 pounds. This is removable, so you can put a smaller waist belt on it. I leave this big one on because there's some other advantages I'd like to show you. Make sure the waistband is on top of the hip bone and then tighten it down. Get it good and comfortable. Make sure you're bearing the weight on the waist, because the more weight you have on the waist, the less you have on your shoulders, the more comfortable it's going to be, and the more likely you are to actually carry your everyday carry kit. Then adjust these straps down. It's got an adjustable sternum strap that adjusts for the breadth of your chest, but it also will adjust up and down. This pouch is large enough to carry a small handgun, like a SIG P238. One of the great advantages of this pouch is that you can deploy your handgun without having to take off the backpack. Very handy feature. It actually has load lifter straps that you can adjust the load and pull it up over your shoulders. This pack is hydration compatible. Take a look at this. Inside the main compartment is this pouch where you can put your hydration bladder and then run the hose out this hole and then down either of the shoulder straps, and you can stow the nipple of your hydration bladder right in one of these flexible pouches. It's also compatible with a laptop up to 17 inches. And they've built it so that the bottom of that pouch is 3 inches off the bottom of the pack, so that when you set your pack down, you're not going to damage the computer. It has these little loops here and here, 4 of them, right in the front, 2 more on the sides here. It has a carry handle that's pretty stout. It has D-rings here on the shoulder straps. There's 4 compression straps, 2 on each side. I really like this feature in such a small pack, is this compression strap that is adjustable on the outside. If you have a large bundle of clothing or something that you want to put and secure it to the side here, you can do that with this compression strap on the outside of this flexible fabric pocket. Or you can compress the sack on the inside of the pocket by running the compression strap through these holes and then strapping it on the inside to compress the bag down and keep it thin, and then still use the pack like for your bottle. So I've got it run both ways. I can roll up a sweater or a jacket and put it under here and secure it right here. I could also put it right here in the front, because I have these front compression straps that will secure a load right in the front in here or inside this flexible mesh fabric. These fabrics are nice because if you get your hat wet or your gloves or socks or whatever and you need to hike, you can stow them in here and they will dry. Part of what makes it a good wilderness pack is the fact that it's got pole or ice axe loops to secure those to the front of the pack. This is Granite Gear's VC rear padding that gives you plenty of ventilation in the back, but it's thin enough to keep the load close up to your back. And because it's flexible, it would conform to the shape of your bag. One thing you don't see very often in a 24-liter pack is an integrated rain fly that ships with the bag. Now, there's nothing stealthy about this color. Preparedness is not just all about being stealthy. Preparedness is being prepared for whatever situation you're in. So if you're skiing and hiking and ice climbing, rock climbing, in case you have a fall or get separated from your group, high visibility is very useful. It stows easily back into the built-in pouch. I'm not going to show you all the contents of my everyday carry kit. We've already done that before. I'm just going to show you how the contents are laid out. Internal storage is very smart. There's a smaller front pouch that has internal dividers and organizer pockets right here. Very handy for paperwork, small items, keys, that sort of thing. The large main compartment will hold everything you need for an everyday carry kit and then some. So you have a bag that will do the job of an everyday carry bag, which is smaller and do it very comfortably, but also gives you the flexibility of adding some items to the pack for a day hike. Design and build quality are superior. While the material is not quite as rugged as you would expect on a tactical pack, this is probably going to be entirely adequate and then some for the kind of test that I'm going to put it to over the next several months. When I ran into Elmer and he couldn't figure out what kind of pack to get because he didn't want something tactical, I thought immediately of the Athabasca 24. Because whether you're hiking the Athabasca Glacier in the Canadian Rockies or braving the urban jungle, this bag does a good job either place. Makes it an excellent crossover bag for the urban prepper. Go to the blog, survivalnewsonline.com, and I'll have more information about this pack. I'll see you at the blog.